welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Hope everything's going your way today. Today, I'm coming to you with an update video, yes. Today, I'm going to be giving you an update of some of my Shop My Stash items from last month. Yes, it's all about Shop My Stash updates today. So, if you want to just hang out with me and hear my thoughts on my Shop My Stash items from last month, then just keep on. Everybody, let's get started. Man. Okay, guys, so it's that time again, guys. Time to give you a rundown of what I thought of my Shop My Stash items from last month. And I'll mostly be giving you guys, my peeps, a rundown of products that I either used for the very first time, products that I had in my collection for quite some time, didn't remember what I thought of them, and yeah, products that I loved, products that were just okay, and products that will be leaving my collection today. So let's get started. Okay, guys, and this is going to be a super laid-back video, nothing formal or anything like that, just me kicking it with you guys, my peeps, while I let you know what I thought of some of my products from my Shop My Stash last month. This is going to be a super chill video, guys. So much, guys, that your girl Lily brought a little libations to the party. This is actually pink Moscato. It's actually pineapple, strawberry, pink Moscato, and it's got some frozen fruit in there. It's got some strawberries, some mango, you know, some pineapples, and some peaches. So, yeah. And my videos of this nature, they tend to run a little bit long. So, yeah. Feel free to go ahead and put me on pause and go get you a few, you know, libations or snacks of your own, you know. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, maybe use some chips, some cookies. Anything that's going to help you get through this video, because, yeah, I feel like this update is about to be a barn burner. So let's get started. Okay, guys, first I'll be updating you on the skincare. Then I'll move on to the face and complexion products. And last but not least, guys, I'll be updating you with my take on all the palettes that I used last month. So without further ado, guys, let's get into this video. Okay, guys, the first skincare products I'll be discussing are cleansers. And I'm going to start with the cleanser that I use by Ole Henriksen. I actually had the Clean Truth Foaming Cleanser by Ole Henriksen. Guys, this cleanser here is the Bomb.Com. And it's weird, guys, because it does look like it's really watery. And it looks like you won't get a nice foam. But if you shake it real well, guys, yes, it comes out as a nice foam, and it lathers up so well. And guys, it smells like vitamin C. So I actually use this on like the days when I had on heavy makeup, like days when I was taking Instagram pics and things like that, or if I did a video. Guys, this really gets your face nice and clean. Honestly, you can honestly get away with like one good cleaning, but I like to go over it twice just because. But yeah, I love this cleanser. I don't even remember how much I paid for this. I think I got it at Sephora when they had it on sale. But yeah, guys, I mean, if you like vitamin C and you like products that will brighten your skin, I would definitely recommend this. I love it. I mean, I won't be keeping in my Shop My Stash this month because I really want to go through some of my skincare products. But yeah, I could definitely see me probably picking this up next month. Yeah, and adding it back to my Shop My Stash. Okay, guys, the next cleanser that I had chosen last month is actually by Peach and Lily. I chose the Bomb.Com Hydrating Gel Cleanser, the Deep Cleansing Tool. Guys, this is another cleanser that is Lily approved. I must admit, guys, I was a little skeptical because when it comes to gel cleansers, I feel like sometimes you can tend to have to use, you know, quite a bit of it, especially if you have on heavy makeup, but not with this one, guys, not at all. And if I recall, Peach and Lily, they do have like a nice price tag. I think they do sell this at Ulta. I did get this in my boxy though. But guys, this is worth every penny. I mean, it made my face feel so clean. You know how like you feel that cool air on your face? That's how you know your face is clean. Yeah, I definitely got that when I use this. And I like actually using this with my spinning brush because that's when you really get a nice lather. But even if you just rub it on your face with your hands, you would think because it's not lathering up really good, it's not getting your face clean. But no, this stuff definitely cleans your face. So again, guys, I will not be keeping this in my shop my stash this month. Not because I don't love it, because I absolutely positively do. But yeah, I kind of want to save it because yeah, this costs a pretty penny. And last time I checked, I also don't be having no appreciation sales. Not really, no, not really. So yeah. So this will be going back on my shelf. But yeah, if you were ever wondering if Peach and Lily gel cleanser is the Bomb.Com, it absolutely positively is. Okay guys, now I only had one exfoliator last month, and that was actually by Philosophy. I chose the micro delivery exfoliating facial wash. Guys, this is nothing new to me, guys. I absolutely love this stuff. I already knew I would. I do love this because you can actually exfoliate your face every day with this if you want. And what I can tell you about this, when using this and you are scrubbing your face, you can actually see the skin actually beating up. Guys, this removes dead skin rather well. So yeah, I swear by this stuff. I knew I would. Now, the regular price for this, I want to say is like $30, $32, something like that. If you can get it on sale, because Ulta does have Philosophy sales quite a bit, it would be great. But yeah, every time it goes on sale, guys, I stock up. I get 2 at a time. And yeah, I always run through it. Yeah. But I'm not going to keep this in my stash because, again, guys, I need to use all the skincare that I possibly can because I have quite a bit of it. But yes, if they told me I can only have one exfoliator for the rest of my life, the micro delivery by Philosophy would definitely be the one. Okay, guys, the next couple things I'm going to talk to you about are actually the hydrating products that I use. So the first one that I chose is by Juice Beauty. I chose the Juice Beauty Hydrating Mist. Guys, now I actually took a chance on this. This was on sale on the Boxy pop-up. And I want to say it might have been $8, something like that. But yeah, I'm actually glad that I did, guys. This stuff here, it has a very nice smell, guys. It smells like, I don't know, maybe like, it might have like a little bit of a rosy smell to it. Not off-putting though, but a very nice smell to it. Guys, there are so many days when I actually don't wear makeup. I just really just get up, put on my mask and go if I have to go somewhere. The few times I do go somewhere. But I definitely use this after I cleanse my face. Yeah. I alternate between this and the other product I'm going to discuss with you. But mostly I use this about 3 times a day. I will use this in the morning. If I feel like I need hydration somewhere during the middle of the day, I just mist my face with this. And yeah, I actually use this before I go to bed. And it's just something about this, guys. It really does hydrate you. And it's very refreshing. I can see me picking this up a lot in the summertime on those hot summer days when you just, you know, want to feel nice and cool and refreshed. Yeah, that's what this is good for. Now, it does say it has toning tendencies. I don't see that it really tightened up my pores or anything like that, but I'm totally okay with it. That's really not what I was looking for it to do. But if you are thinking about possibly trying Juice Beauty and you're skeptical, don't be, guys. This is a very nice hydrating mist. Yeah, it's up there with the high-end brands, I would say. But this will be going back on my shelf. Because, yeah. Let's just agree now, guys. Every single skin product I'm going to cover with you guys is going back on my shelf. But, yeah. This is something I would definitely repurchase. once I run out. Okay, guys, and the last hydration product that I used was actually an essence, and it's by e.l.f. I chose the e.l.f. Hydrating Water Essence. Guys, I knew I loved this too. I mean, this is the Bomb.Com, and you can even see in the bottle that it does have a little thickness to it to be an essence. Now, I would say, while I have never really tried, one of those real high-end essences before, I'm sure this is definitely hanging with the big dogs. After washing my face, guys, I put this on my face, especially like after I've had on heavy makeup or on the days when my face is like extremely dry, because it really has been, because guys, it has been in the teens in our town. And I mean, running the heat, having that on and off, and it's just a mess. My skin right now, guys, it is a dry mess. But this, yes, this recovers me right well. What I do is I get my little cotton swab. Sometimes, I'm going to keep it real with you guys, sometimes I put it right in my hand and I rub it on my face. And what you're supposed to do is all you have to do is once you put it on your face, you just kind of like, rub your face. You don't rub in a circular motion, but you just rub from in to out, in to out, in to out. And you can really feel this getting inside those pores. You can feel it, soaking into your skin. This is the bomb, guys. If you have never tried e.l.f. Essence, I would recommend you do. I actually didn't get mine from e.l.f. I got mine from Marshalls. They have them quite a bit, guys, and they are on sale quite a bit at Marshalls. So, yeah, I would say if you were looking for a good essence, don't go out there spending, a bunch of money. Get yourself some e.l.f. and you are good to go. Okay, guys, now I actually chose 2 serums last month. The first one is by Caprice. I chose the Caprice Antioxidant Duel Quenching Glow Serum. Guys, this serum here is the Bomb.Com. So much, guys, that I really want to keep this in my shop, my stash, but no, I have been going at this stuff. Guys, I mean, it's not like any serum I've ever had before. It's almost like it has like a milky consistency to it. Yeah, a very milky consistency to it. But when I say one dropper will do you well, one drop is honestly too much. You fill up half a dropper. I put one on each cheek. I put one on my forehead, just the rest underneath my eye. And I rub this in. This is so hydrating. I mean, guys, it does make your skin look very dewy too, guys. Very dewy. So, you see how it has that nice milky consistency to it? Guys, do you see that hydration? And that was just a little bitty drop. This stuff has hydration for days. Yeah, I actually got this in my boxy, and I really don't know what it costs. I wanted to research it, but I'm not ready to, because if it costs a lot, I'm going to be upset, because I'm totally going to repurchase when I run out of this. So, yeah. I totally would recommend this if you were in the market for like a dewy type of serum. Yeah, or if they had this on a boxy pop-up on sale again, or anything like that, yeah, I would scoop up a couple if I were you. Because, yeah, this serum here is just that good. Okay, guys, and the very last serum that I chose is actually by Farsali. I chose the Farsali Unicorn Essence. Now, guys, I almost didn't buy this essence because I was looking at reviews on the tube, and people were not saying great things about the Unicorn Essence. Well, it was mixed reviews. Either people didn't care for it, wish they'd save their money, or they absolutely loved it. And I must admit, guys, yeah, I'm right over there in the loved column. What I love about this is, while I can't say it's more of like a dewy type of serum, it's like the kind of serum that you can actually use as a primer. It has like a very sticky consistency to it. So if you look at it, it has that real pretty pink pearlescent color. And it makes your skin look just like that, guys. But unlike the Caprice, which has you feeling very super duper hydrated and dewy, this has you feeling hydrated, but it does have a little bit of stick to it. So yeah, you see how you do have that hydration, but if you continue to rub it in and then you start patting it out, you will have a consistency almost like the Milk Hydro Grip, or even like the e.l.f. one. That's a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip. Yeah, so I actually have used this before putting on my makeup. I've used this as a primer. I've used it as a serum. Yeah, I've used all kinds of ways. But this does make your skin look nice and healthy on days when you don't want to wear makeup or anything like that. Throwing you a nice little lip gloss, you know. Halfway do your brows. Yeah, put this on your face. Yeah, you look nice and youthful. So yeah, I hate that I didn't get more of these because I got this on a boxy pop-up and I haven't seen it go on sale since then. And I don't know about paying full price for this, guys. I mean, I don't know, guys. So yeah, I'm going to use this quite sparingly. Maybe when the Sephora event rolls around again, I might get some, you know, at 20% off, because this is definitely worth it. But if you are not one that likes that sticky consistency, you know, like the Milk Hydro Grip or anything like that, I would steer clear of this, because this is definitely what that's going to do for your skin. But if you like something that serves multi-purpose, a serum that does it all, it is definitely worth trying. I mean, if you can get it on sale, that would be better. But yeah, definitely. I definitely recommend this serum. Okay, guys, I only tried one new moisturizer last month, and it's from QMS. I tried the QMS Ace Vitamin Day and Night Cream. Now, guys, this was not my initial choice, okay? I actually chose the Illamasqua Hydroveil, which I kind of thought was a moisturizer, but yeah, Connie and Stephanie, they let me know that that's a primer and not a moisturizer. So I just went on ahead because I was going to choose this before choosing the Illamasqua, and I chose this one. And guys, I'm awfully glad I did. When I say I went into this product, I went into that product. I use this stuff every single day. Every single day. And you know that I also have my Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream in the rotation. I use that very, very sparingly. I really didn't need to use it that much because I was just that much in love with this. So, guys, first I started putting it on at night because it said it was day and night cream. So I will put it on at night. When I woke up the next morning, guys, my skin was so soft and moisturized. I would put this on after I had on makeup. I would put this on if my skin started feeling dry. Which, while using this, guys, look, it didn't hardly get, you know, as dry as it would have had I not used this. But yes, you can definitely tell the difference when waking up in the morning. I mean, I just love this stuff. This stuff is so nice and creamy, and it does have a pretty thick consistency too, guys. I mean, I can't rave about this enough. Oh, and it does have like a scent. I can't really tell you what the scent is. I mean, it's not off-putting, but you know what? Honestly, guys, I'm gonna keep it real. This smells like some lotion that maybe your grandma would have had on her dresser back in the day. But it's still not that bad. It's not like a air-spun setting powder grandma smell. It's just, you know, it's like an old school smelling lotion. But it don't matter. It's the Bomb.Com. Yeah, and when I run out of this, I will be looking to repurchase this because this is giving Tatcha a run for its money. And it's most definitely better than the regular Tatcha water cream, which I'm still disappointed about that, guys. So, yeah. So, yes, if you got this in your boxy and you have not used it yet, I would recommend that you do. Yeah. This This is most definitely one skincare product that I'm glad that Boxy put in one of my boxes. Okay, guys, now that we got the skincare products, let's move on to the makeups. Shall we? Okay, guys, the first one that I want to talk about that I chose is from Jawa. I chose the Jawa Glow Activator Radiance Primer. This is a K-Beauty. This is Korean Beauty. Okay, guys, so here's the thing. I do agree that it does, make your skin radiant. That's what those little beads are. It does. It's a very radiant type of primer. But I would say, other than that, and being hydrating, that's really about it, guys. If you're looking for something that's going to close up your pores or tighten your pores or just, fill them in, this is not that. It is very radiant, though, guys. Okay, so this is, there it is right there, guys. Very radiant, very hydrating. I would say you do want to wait for it to kind of settle into your skin, because it honestly can feel kind of greasy, guys. The point I'm making, guys. I mean, my hands, they feel a little greasy. Now, after about 5 minutes, you won't feel any of that. I would say this is something nice to wear underneath a very full coverage matte foundation. If you just don't want that matte look or you don't want to feel uncomfortable, this is good for that. This is almost like using, one of those oils, those primer oils. So, I mean, while it is good for what it's good for, I'm even contemplating if I'm going to keep this in my collection, guys. I mean, I don't feel like I'm really going to reach for this that much. Like, I'll reach for it if I'm going to be using a very, very matte foundation and I want to cut it. I'll use this for that. But, just, out of the blue, just saying, oh, let me go grab the Jawa. This is not that. So, I would say if you're looking for something that's a real, real live primer, this is not it. Korean Beauty is just that. Okay, it's meant to make, it's meant to make you, look youthful under your makeup and things like that. Yeah, but as far as covering your sins, that's not gonna do that. So yeah, had I not bought this, I wouldn't have been missing out. So guys, I'm just letting you know right now, this may not stay in my collection. TBD, guys. TBD. Okay, guys, the next primer that I chose, which I really didn't know was a primer, but I'm glad that I chose it because I was not really happy with one of the ones that I chose. Is from Illamasqua. I had chosen the Illamasqua Hydroveil. And now this is the one that I thought was a moisturizer, but it's actually a primer. And guys, I'm about to tell you right now, I love this primer, guys. Now, it has a very jelly consistency. This consistency reminds me a lot of the, oh my goodness, the NYX, is it NYX Bear With Me primer. It reminds me a lot of that, but it's so much better than that, guys. Now, as far as this one goes, again, this is not something that's going to be pore minimizing or anything like that, but this is definitely something that will help your makeup adhere. Guys, I use this about, I would say, almost guys, I would say half the time I did my makeup, I use this. I would go back and forth between this and my e.l.f. Yes, my e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer that I had chosen, but no need for me to discuss it with you guys because I love it. It's like, this is almost like a Jelly Pop primer, but just high end. Guys, I do love this stuff. it's really nice. Now, do I love it enough that I will purchase it again once I run out? Probably not, because yeah, the Elf Jelly Pop Primer I'm sure is a fraction of the price, but I am glad that this did end up in my box. I think it was in my BoxyCharm I got this. Yes, I'm glad it ended up in my box. But yeah, I would say, yeah, this is definitely a very high-end type of primer, guys. I mean, I love it. I really do. So much that I'm not gonna grab for it, you know. I'm not gonna go ham and grab for it every time I get a chance, because I want to save it, because I probably won't buy it once I run out. But yeah, if this does gonna sell at the Boxy pop-up or something like that, they have a monster sale, yeah, I would be willing to re-up. But I would say that if you have like the Elf Jelly Pop Primer, or you already have the Milk Makeup, you actually do have this, guys. But it's a nice product though. Yeah, it's legally approved. Yeah, it's legally approved for sure. Okay, guys, and the last primer that I chose that I hadn't used in a while is by Ole Henriksen. And I chose the Ole Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Face Primer. Guys, now this is the Bomb.Com. This is on my repurchase list. If I run out of this stuff, yeah, I don't know that I would even be willing to wait for the Sephora event to do so. So, guys, this brightens your face. I use this a few times without even putting on like a foundation or anything like that. I got so many compliments on my skin. I mean, of course, you know, from like here on up, but I got compliments nonetheless. Guys, this stuff here, this is most definitely the Bomb.Com. Now, this also smells like vitamin C, guys. And as you'll see, this does have a nice, thick, creamy consistency to it. Guys, do you see that? It's got that little banana type tint to it. Yes, and it smells like vitamin C. Now, I love this stuff. Again, this is not something that you want to wear if you're trying to like minimize your pores. This is not that kind of primer. This primer, I coupled this with my CC cream. It's a match made in heaven, guys. It is a match made in heaven. I actually did try this too when I used a very matte foundation. It made my skin look glowy as all get out. So yeah, this is actually a very nice primer, guys. It's almost like you feel like you're putting like skincare on your face as opposed to just a primer. Yeah, but this does have those qualities, guys. It's got vitamin C and banana powder. Yeah. Yeah, it's just got some good stuff in it, guys. It's got some good stuff in it. So if you were ever curious about this primer, I definitely recommend it. I'm sure a Sephora event is coming up real soon. It usually comes the spring and the fall. So yeah, spring is around the corner, even though you wouldn't know it. But it really is. So yeah, this is most definitely a repurchase for me. Yeah, I will purchase this again and again and again. Okay, guys, so while we're already on the subject about these CC creams, though, guys, I had the It Your Skin But Better CC Plus cream, and I also had the It Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer. Guys, I use this with you guys, my peeps, in a Get Ready With Me, if I do recall. Yeah, when I was on my way to like a TJ Maxx or Marshalls, yeah, and I was just doing my face. Guys, when I say I could not stop reaching for these products, I couldn't stop reaching for them. I mean, even on days when I wasn't going anywhere, I would just throw this on, okay, looking pretty around the house. Guys, I don't know how they do it in a CC cream, but when I say this gives you coverage, This gives you better coverage than some full coverage foundations out there. And it makes you look so glowy. It made my skin look so healthy. I got a gang of compliments, guys. I mean, this is a match made in heaven. Now, unfortunately, the medium, the bye-bye full coverage moisturizer is a little light for me, but that's okay. It's all right. It's cool. I use this like underneath my eyes. You know, I use it everywhere I would normally conceal. And then I go in, okay, with the CC Plus cream, okay? And then I just put that on the rest of my face. Guys, this is the bomb. I actually mixed this with a foundation that I thought was maybe a little too drying, just to, you know, give it just a little bit more life to it. And it did wonders. So, guys, I'm telling you, I can't recommend these enough. I mean, and you already know, guys, when it comes to foundation, I'm skeptical. It's only certain foundations that I'll use, you know, so I thought I was a full coverage girl until I started using these. So, yeah, it's something about me getting older and up there in the age that now instead of me wanting to look so stark matte all the time, I want to look as youthful as I can. So, yeah, if you guys were ever wondering about the CC creams, you know, and the tinted moisturizers, I totally recommend them. They are the Bomb.Com, guys. I mean, now, if you're somebody who's like totally full coverage and you just want to look matte, this is definitely not for you. These are most definitely, yeah, these make you look dewy as all get out. But when I set it down with powder, it kept it in place. The CC cream stayed in place. But the thing about it is, even though I use powder, I still look dewy. So, yeah. It's no more to say here. There's no more to see here. I love these products, and I can't wait to use them again. Okay, guys, and the next foundation that I chose for my Shop My Stash last month is from Nars. I chose the Nars Softmax Complete Foundation. And I use mine in the shade Syracuse. Guys, now, this is one product. This is one foundation. You know how like a lot of them claim to be soft matte. You know, they demi matte, things like that. And I must admit, guys, a lot of them, you know, the claims, the claims don't match the formula. But with this one, I can totally attest that it does. And I do really enjoy this foundation. Now, what I will say about this foundation, though, guys, this is not the kind of foundation that you will want to use like a mattifying primer with, because this is pretty matte. This is actually one that a time or two I actually used, and I did have to mix it with my CC Plus cream, guys. But I feel like it was because when I used the Jelly Pop primer, which it makes your makeup adhere to your face already, and then using matte on top of it, guys, it was just a little too much for me. So I did use this with that Jawa primer, and it worked out quite well. So this is the kind of primer, this is the kind of foundation where I would have to use like illuminating primer or something like that. I would never ever use a matte primer with this. Most definitely wouldn't use a matte setting spray with it, because this is truly matte. Now, it does have your face looking nice and pretty. It has it looking flawless. But, yeah. This is most definitely matte. But I'm not mad that I purchased it. I will pick this up. Whenever I want a matte foundation, this is the one that I will reach for every time. So, yeah. If you are a matte girl, or you're a very full coverage girl, you will most definitely love this foundation. Yeah. I recommend it. For sure. Okay, guys, the white girl Lily was totally satisfied and highly elated with the CC creams and the Nars foundation. This last one I'm going to discuss with you guys, my peeps, not so much. The The last foundation I had chosen was from Black Radiance. I chose the Black Radiance Color Perfect Oil-Free Liquid Makeup. Guys. And I actually had the shade Butterscotch. Now, first let me talk about the shade right quick. This shade, I don't know if it's that the shade is off or that this just pulls orange. But guys, when I put this foundation on my face, I look like a lobster. This foundation turned orange. It's all get out. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I got butterscotch. I'm not exactly sure. Because when you look at it, guys, it looks like it's not going to be that orange. But once it oxidizes, you can hang it up. You can hang it up. And another thing, guys. I tried all the different primers that I had in my stash. I tried the e.l.f. I tried the Ulla Hendrickson. I tried that Jawa. I tried every single one with this, okay? I tried to give this a fighting chance, okay? I gave it the old college heave whole try. And it did not work out for me. Guys, this is it's super matte. But I found that when I was applying this on my face, I don't know. Guys, it started beating up. Or maybe it's not that it started beating up, but it was looking streaky. Now, I don't know. It could be that, I don't know if it's outdated or what. I don't know. It don't smell outdated, though, guys. I just think this is just not a very good foundation match for me. Yeah. The color, the formula, yeah. This is not a fit for me. So, yeah. This is about to make its way to the trash because I'm not going to keep this. And while I did think about trying another shade, it's not the shade that actually turned me off. Because had this been a nice formula, you know your girl Lily, I would make it work, okay? I have all kinds of setting powders. I would make it work. I would lighten this up, okay? I would conceal for the gods. I would do all of that. But this is just not worth it, guys. If you guys use this foundation and it works out for you, I am happy for you. Go off. But as for me, guys, no. I do not care for this foundation. Yeah. This foundation is going in the trash. Okay, guys. Now on the concealer. I only chose one concealer for my Shop My Stash last month that I didn't already have in there. And it was by Too Faced. I chose the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. And I had mine in the shade Cool Medium. Now, guys, I use this in a Get Ready With Me, with you guys, my peeps. And it didn't have a lot of coverage, which I was kind of okay with that because that's nothing that a little bit of corrector can't fix. But, guys, not only does it have light coverage, it made my under eyes burn like crazy. And not only did it make my under eyes burn like crazy, it made my eyes water. Something in this has me highly allergic, guys. I don't know what it is, but it has me highly allergic. And I don't have that issue with the multi-use concealer. I love that concealer. But this one, not so much, guys. Man. And I really wanted to love this concealer. I really wanted it to be like a hidden gem because I got it for such a steal at Marshall's, which I'm kind of glad I did because had I paid full price for this, I'd be really upset, guys. Especially considering the dish is going in the trash. So, yeah. Guys, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. Would I have kept this if it didn't give me an allergic reaction? I probably would, but I still wouldn't have picked it up, half as much as I would some of my other faves. So, yeah. Unfortunately, guys, yeah. This is going to have a meeting with the Black Radiance Foundation. Because this, just like that foundation, is going directly in the trash. Okay, guys, the next couple items I'll be talking about are setting powders. And the first one is a setting powder I never used before. It is by the Crayon Case. I chose the Crayon Case Chalk Dust Setting Powder. And I have mine in the shade C. And her shades actually do come in letters. And she has a whole bunch of shades, guys. Now, when I say this is the Bomb.Com, this is the Bomb.Com. But the one issue that I have, I mean, it's a gift and a curse. This is very finely milled, guys. I mean, very finely milled. I mean, so much that it makes your skin look so smooth, so airbrushed. I mean, it's airbrushes all get out. I mean, right now, it looks like a puff of smoke going on in here. But guys, it's got the perfect color to it. It gives me the right amount of brightening. It doesn't make me look too cool tone, anything like that. When I say I reach for this every single time I did my makeup last month, I reached for this every single time I did my makeup. Every single time. I didn't miss. Guys, now I don't know if the fact that it's so finely milled and it blows all over the place is why it's like not much left. I mean, I was going in it real good, and it's probably not that much in here. I mean, I'm not really sure how many ounces is in here. I'd have to look on the website. But guys, I really love this stuff. This performs just like a high-end powder. And I don't think this costed very much. Now, one thing about Super, that's the owner of the Crayon Case, she doesn't really have many sales. But when she does have sales, she has flash sales, and they are the bomb. They cannot be beat. But guys, I don't think I'm going to be able to wait for a flash sale. I love this stuff, and it's like, it's almost gone. I mean, it's really almost gone, guys. So I would totally keep this in my shop, my stash, if I wasn't running low. But yeah. Now, on her site, just looking at the shades, you kind of wouldn't be able to tell really what your shade is. But she does have a video out of a beauty. She tells you step by step. She does a rundown of which ones will be right for you based on your skin tone. She demos them and everything. And that's how I knew to pick shade C. And yeah, obviously she does a great job because this is the perfect shade for me. So if you are looking to support a black-owned brand, indie brand, anything like that, you know, I would definitely recommend giving the Crayon Case a try, especially this chalk dust, because this is the Bomb.Com. This makes your skin look so smooth. You don't look like the Crypt Keeper, nothing like that, guys. So yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is going back on my shelf, but I feel like I'm going to be picking this up again real soon. Okay, guys, and the very last powder that I chose is actually by Hourglass. I chose the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I remember when I discussed my selection choices that I let you guys know that I chose this because I thought I didn't really care for this, which is why I wasn't reaching for it. So I wanted to try it again. And guys, unfortunately, I used this a few times last month and I still feel the same way. I really don't understand the hype, guys. I guess this is the kind of setting powder that's really about preference or skin type, you know. It's got to be something like that because, I mean, it is very finely milled. I will not lie to you guys. This is very finely milled as well. It's finely milled just like the chalk does. But it's something about this, especially when I put it under my eyes. I don't know, guys. I don't really care for this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this a break one more time because I really don't want to get rid of this. I paid a pretty penny for this. So I'm going to give it a break, you know. Maybe when I have time to play around with it with some other foundations or something like that. You know, try a couple of different setting sprays, something like that, and see if it works out for me. Because people give this rave reviews. And I mean, it could be me. It could be something that I'm doing wrong. But guys, I mean, I'm still not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan at all. I'm not saying it's horrible. I'm not saying it's great. It's just okay. Okay, guys, now I actually chose a couple different pressed powders last month. The first one I chose is by It. I chose the It Your Skin But Better CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder. And I use the shade 10. Guys, when I say this perfecting powder is the Bomb.Com, it's the Bomb.Com. And when I say this paired with the NCC Plus cream, it's a match made in heaven. It's a match made in heaven. Guys, this makes your skin look so perfect. It seems to blur out every single pore that you have. It has all your sins and your flaws. This even made that Black Radiance foundation look a little bit better. Guys, this seems like the kind of perfecting powder that you can use when you don't have any time to put any liquids on your face, or if you just want to put on like a glowy primer first and then just set it with this. Yeah, this seems like that's what this would do for you. Guys, I can't sing its praises enough. And the thing about it, guys, is it does have like some kick up in the pan, but it's still quite smooth. I mean, I can't describe it, guys. I cannot describe it. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. This is just perfect in every way. So, again, guys, I will not be keeping this in my shop, my stash this month, only because I have other powders I want to go through and want to try, because I'm really trying to purge my collection, guys. But I can't purge it if I don't know if I like stuff or not. So, yeah. But, guys, if you were ever looking for a perfecting powder, you know, just a new one to try, and you've not tried it, I would definitely recommend it. Because, yeah, it's worth every penny. Okay, guys, and the last powder that I chose is actually more of a revisit. I chose the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder, and I used the shade Sand. Guys, I already knew I love this powder. I mean, I just wanted to put it in my stash so that I could love it some more. This powder is the Bomb.Com. It warms up my face. If I have like a foundation that's like too matte, or it didn't cover my pores, anything like that, this goes in and does the job. If I don't have enough coverage, this actually adds more coverage. This is really more like a foundation powder, guys. And unlike the CC Plus Airbrush Powder that gives you kick up, this doesn't do that. This is just very smooth powder, guys. And I just love using this as a buffing powder all over my face. Yeah. This is even good to use. This is another product that is good to use if you don't have time to put on foundation and you just want a little coverage, because it adds that. I would even say I feel like this is better than the MAC Studio Fix Foundation Powder. And I love that stuff. But yeah, I love this more. So yeah, this is never leaving my collection. Yeah, I'm going to keep this in my arsenal always. And if you are in the market for like a good foundation powder that won't break the bank, yeah, I would definitely recommend trying the Sephora powder for sure. Okay, guys, I actually chose 2 bronzers in my shop, my stash last month. One was affordable and one was high-end. So my first affordable one is actually by a company called Freedom. It's the Freedom Be Free to Makeup Bronze Professional Bronzer. And I think it's just in the shade Bronzed. Guys, now, when you saw my shop, my stash, this was brand new. I had not used it. And it actually had Freedom imprinted all in the bronzer. Guys, do you see the words? Can you see the words? Look a little closer. Do you see them now? Yeah. That's because they're not there no more. Because I used it just that much. Guys, anytime I did my makeup, this was the bronzer I reached for. In my IG pics, in my videos, yeah, this is the bronzer that I use. I didn't reach for any other bronzer. This is the bronzer I use. Guys, if it wasn't for a grand shame, I would keep this in my shop, my stash, you know. If I wasn't trying to, you know, cut the dead weight out of my collection, I would totally keep this in my shop, my stash. Guys, it's just something about it. It's not too cool. It's not too warm. It's the right amount of neutral. And it's just the perfect shade for me. And you see that, guys? It's like, oh, gosh. You see that, guys? It's like, it's just perfect in every way. And for somebody like me, who tends to be a little heavy-handed when it comes to bronzers and blush, with this, you can't mess it up. You can't mess it up at all. It's so buildable, and no matter how much you build it, it blends out so nicely, guys. I can't sing this bronzer's praises enough. So yeah, I mean, I really don't know where you would get it from. This might be something you can get from a beauty supply. It might be something you can get online. You know, I'm going to do a little research, and I'll put a link, you know, in my description box if I remember, you know. But yeah, if I had to compare this with a bronzer that I have, this reminds me of my Marc Jacobs Coconut Bronzer in Tantalize. Yes, I'm talking about the formula, the shade, all that. All that. So yeah, man, your girl lucked up. This was gifted to me. I'm so glad that it was gifted to me. Yeah, I'm really appreciative to have this bronzer. Thanks, KK. Okay, guys, I only have one other bronzer to show you. So yeah, let me just clean my hands off right quick. The very last bronzer that I chose is actually by Gucci. I chose the Gucci Powder Debutante. Eclat Soleil. I know I messed that all the way up, but you get the gist, guys. This bronzer is so sticky curl. So, it comes in a beautiful peach pouch. It says Gucci, okay? Guys, this is the bronzer in all its splendor and glory. Do you see that? I can't sing this bronzer's praises enough. Guys, and what's on the outside of the compact isn't half as beautiful as what's on the inside of the compact. You open it up. It has an imprint that says Gucci. Guys, this is beautiful. When I say I enjoy the experience when I use this bronzer, I really enjoyed the experience when I use this bronzer. It is so smooth. You could probably use like a 50-cent bronzer brush. This will still go on quite smooth. It's very buildable, guys. It builds up rather nicely. And it's like, the more I put it on, the more I wanted to put it on. It's just that smooth, guys. I'm telling you now, this bronzer has given me one of the greatest bronzing experiences that I've ever had in my life. And I love it. You know how like some luxury brands, you know, it's really like all hyped up and it's only about the hype. And sometimes you end up being let down because you can't believe you paid that much money for something that really wasn't all that. Not with this. Not with this, guys. Not with this. If you ever in your life want to treat yourself, really, really treat yourself, and you love bronzer like I do, guys, whether it be for Christmas, your birthday, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up. This is on the Sephora website. They do have a nice array of shades. I think they might have 4 or 5. And my girl KK, Colorful Camille, she's a chocolate beauty. And she definitely has one that fits her skin tone. So guys, I'm telling you now. After I use this bronzer, I immediately put it back in this pouch. I immediately put it back in the box. I immediately put it back on the shelf. And once I'm done talking about this bronzer, which I'm done talking about it now, I'm about to put it back in the pouch, put it back in the box, and immediately put it back on the shelf. Okay, guys, now I actually only have one highlight that I wasn't sure about. Either I hadn't used it before or I only used it once and it was quite some time ago. And it's by Stila. I chose the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter. And I have the shade Brilliance. Guys, now, this is quite a beautiful highlight. Do you see that, guys? That's a nice highlight. And the thing about it, guys, is when you swatch it, it is so smooth. It is so soft. And you see how it has that beautiful, it has a beautiful champagne glow to it. And honestly, guys, you would think that it was very blinding. But the thing about this is it shears out rather nicely. Now, it won't get as intense as like Rodeo Drive or any kind of ultra highlight, anything like that. But it will definitely pack a punch. And it definitely performs like a high-end highlight. So, yeah. I don't think I had used this before now. And if I did, I don't know why I didn't leave a lasting impression because I absolutely loved it. I feel like I picked this up and reached for this every time I did my makeup. I mean, there are a couple of times when I went on ahead and I reached for the Wet n Wild. But most of the time, guys, I was reaching for the Stila. It's my perfect shade. I do feel like this will suit a variety of different skin tones when you look at it. Because it's not too icy. It's not too yellow. Yeah. I did get this from Marshall's. And I think I got it maybe last year or something like that. And it was on the steal. And one thing I can tell you about Marshall's and TJ Maxx, they keep Stila products in rotation too. So if you're in the market for a nice highlight, yeah. Definitely. If you go to a Marshall's, TJ Maxx, be on the lookout for Stila products, especially the highlighters, because you will most definitely not be disappointed. Okay, guys, now I only have one new scent spray I tried, and it's by Beauty Creations. I had the Beauty Creations Pineapple Scent Spray. Guys, when it comes to scent spray, Beauty Creation is killing the game. This scent spray held my makeup all day. All day. And when I say, after using this the first couple times, I found myself continuing to reach for this when I was applying my makeup. Yep, that's what I did. And the thing about it, guys, is it does have like a pineapple scent, but it's like a chemically pineapple, but it's not off-putting or anything. Not off-putting enough that I won't continue to use it. So, yeah. I think I might have gotten this on sale because Beauty Creations, you know, they keep having a sale. So, I might have paid $6, if that, maybe $7. Even when it's not on sale, it might not be any more than $8. I'm not sure, but it's worth every penny. So, yeah, I'm glad I have it. It's going back on the shelf because I have other scent sprays in my rotation for my shop, my stash this month. But, yeah. So, if you're ever on Beauty Creations website and you think they're only about the palettes, think again. Because, yeah, this scent spray is the Bomb.Com. Okay, guys, now on the blush. I actually chose two blush products. I chose a blush highlight duo and I chose a blush palette. So, the blush palette that I chose is actually by Jawa. I chose the Jawa Bouquet d'Amour 6 Shade Blush Palette. Guys, I think this was like their Christmas release. Not this year to pass. Guys! Guys, it appears that my 6 Shade Blush Palette has quickly turned into a 5-shade blush palette. Well, all I can say, guys, is the remaining 5 shades in this blush palette out of Bomb.Com. Okay, guys, so the good news is this 6 shade here, I don't even really miss it. I just hate, when my makeup gets messed up because I love my makeup. But what I will tell you is this. I definitely use these 3 shades. I definitely stay in this realm right here. And while these shades do look like they are pretty light, they definitely apply more pigmented than they appear in the pan, because you would think this is like a very light pale nude shade, but it appears coral when I apply it. I very seldom use this. I've used it a couple times, but I would say I think like for a deeper skin tone beauty than myself, this would make you look like a little doll, baby. So yeah, I still have not used this one yet because I don't know, guys. It's like shimmery and it's like an orange. But, oh, that does look like that would be a pretty, blush topper shade. Oh, yes, guys. Yeah. So, I do enjoy the palette. I really do hate that one of my pans fell out. I really hate that, but nonetheless, guys, I did actually fall in love with this palette again when I used it. And I'm still glad to have it as a part of my collection. Okay, guys, the very last blush that I chose is actually a blush duo, and it's by Color Rain. I chose the Color Rain and Power Blush Duo, and I got the shade called The Shots. Now, I do have one of the blush duos, and I don't remember which one I have, but I would say this is most definitely my favorite of the 2, and you can see why. You know your girl Lily loves her some corals. And this is the perfect coral, guys. I actually feel like this will look good even on a brown tone beauty. And as far as this other shade, this makes a nice blush topper. But for my deep skin tone beauties, that would totally make a pretty highlight. So yeah, I really did enjoy using this. Of course, it's going back in my collection. But yeah, I'm glad I have it. And I actually got this on sale. And I think they might still have some left. I'm not sure, guys. But yeah, these stay on sale because I think they're trying to get rid of them because Power is no more. So yeah, if you want to support a Black-owned brand or an indie brand and you just like quality makeup and a quality blush, this is most definitely the one to get. Okay, guys, I only chose one lip product that I wasn't familiar with, and I absolutely loved it. And it's by Maybelline. I chose the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, and I actually chose the shade Stone. Guys, this gloss is the Bomb.Com. Guys. This texture and consistency, this formula, is something about it, guys. I just can't describe it. It just really makes your lips look so supple. Man, it makes them look so plump. It almost looks like you have lip fillers in. And when I say this lasts for a long time, it lasts a long time. I think I had it on for maybe about 4 hours before I had to reapply it. And that's only because I was drinking coffee and Gatorade and all other kind of stuff. I might have been eating some chips. Who knows? Baby? But yeah, guys, I can't describe it. It's so opaque and it doesn't gather in your fine lines, anything like that. This gloss is just perfect in every way. So yeah, it's so perfect that I think I had 3 shades that I hadn't purchased, but yeah, they're on the way. So yeah, I officially now have every single shade of these glosses, and I'm glad I do, guys. These are just something nice to keep in your purse. Oh, if I didn't have on this red lipstick, I'd totally put it on for you guys. But yeah, So if you are looking for an affordable gloss that won't break the bank, This is almost like the Fenty Gloss Bomb style. I would say this is closer to like the Fenty Gloss Bomb creams, guys. I mean, woo! I can't sing this gloss's praises enough. I don't even know what took me so long to finally try it, but I'm absolutely glad I did. And I'm glad to have every single shade as a part of my collection. Okay, guys, now the part that everybody came here for. Palettes. Okay, guys, the first palette that I chose is actually by Patrick Starr. I chose the Patrick Starr Visionary palette, the one size palette. Guys, this palette was actually a pleasant surprise. And I actually got this palette when it was on sale. First, let's give it up for the color story. Now, I know what you're saying. This is not like the color story that you're used to seeing me use. But I do like a good neutral look every now and then. Well, you know, more now than ever. But yeah. And yes, I know it's so circa 2017 with that pop of blue around all them neutral shades. But yeah, the formula, at least to me, guys, is the Bomb.Com. So I was a little worried when I first got the palette because it was just so many mixed reviews out there. People were saying that, you know, the mattes didn't blend, you know, the shimmers, you know, they were mediocre. But I didn't get that experience, guys. Would you look at those shades? Would you look at those shimmers? Would you look at the pigmentation of that matte? Guys, I used this palette a total of 2 times. Both times I absolutely loved it. I mean, I looked up and I think this was half off when I purchased it. And I don't know if they have them in stock anymore or anything like that. But I will say this, guys. If you are a neutral lover, yeah, I mean, and again, guys, it might be just personal preference, but I think I do know a thing or two about shadow. And to me, these are some good shadows. They work well if you wet your brush. They work well on a dry brush. I even tried them over a glitter glue. Yeah, it does not matter how you use these shimmers. They just work. And yeah, I had 0 patchiness, 0 skipping. I had no problems when I used the matte. So yeah, I'm glad I scooped this up. I'm glad that, you know, after thinking twice, I took the plunge. And I'm awfully glad I did, guys. Yeah. I'm glad to have this palette as a part of my collection. Okay, guys, the next palette that I chose is actually by an indie brand. It's from a company called GLF. I chose the GLF Princesa Azteca Volume 2 palette. Guys, you remember the color story? This color story is so stinky cute. And I must admit, guys, I really enjoy using this palette. And while you would think, because these are neon shades, they would be hard to blend, perform mostly like a pigment, but no. Every single matte I use performed exactly like a regular shadow. Yeah, this was just an enjoyable experience in every way, guys. Now, what I will say is this. The shimmers, for the most part, they work well wet or dry. Except this gold here and this silver here. Now, when you swatch them, guys, they are the Bomb.Com. Guys, they are the Bomb.com. But I found that they perform better when you use them on top of a glitter glue. Because once I was applying it to my lid, that's when I noticed they actually have ultra fine glitters in there. So yeah, and you already know, guys, what happens with glitters. Every time you blink, if they're not adhering to your lid, they fall over your face. And that's what it did to me. So yeah, I would say if you were thinking about getting this palette, that's just a little something to keep in mind. Definitely not enough to throw the baby out with the bathwater, because this is a Bomb.com palette. I am glad that I have other GLF palettes in my collection. And after using this palette, guys, I'm totally looking forward to using the others. So yeah. So if you're looking for a fresh indie brand to support, GLF is most definitely worth checking out. Okay, guys, the next palette that I chose last month is actually by OPV Beauty. I chose the OPV Umoja palette. Guys, next palette is another palette. That's the Bomb.Com. First of all, would you look at that color story? This color story is so stinky girl. Now, when I say I can use these shimmers wet or dry, I can use these shimmers wet or dry. I feel like when I use this palette, I didn't even use a glitter glue. Guys, these shimmers are so stinky soft. Oh, guys, do you see those shimmers? Guys, those are the shimmers though. And when I say these mattes are pigmented as all get out, they're pigmented as all get out too. Guys, this palette was definitely a joy to use. One thing I do like about the mattes in this palette, they are quite buildable, guys. Now, I will say this. Now, there are a couple shades in this palette that do need to be built up, but I don't much mind it because once you build them up, guys, they get to the pigmentation that you're looking for. And I would say these two shades right here, these are the ones that need to be built up. But again, guys, they build up rather nicely. But yeah, as far as these browns, they are pigmented out the gate. So yeah, I mean, I got this on a boxy pop-up. I mean, it was basically a steal. Cause yeah, cause the shipping on the OPV website is totally next level. It's off the chain. Honestly, guys, that's really the only thing that kept me from buying the palette for so long. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna bring this back on the boxy pop-up or not, because that's where I purchased it. And I'm not saying that it's not worth it at full price or even with the shipping. But yeah, this is really a nice palette, guys. So if you ever been wondering about it or curious if this is a nice palette, I can most definitely attest it absolutely, positively is. Okay, guys, another palette that I chose that I was totally impressed with is by Nomad. I chose the Nomad Cartagena by Hiccup palette. Guys, this palette was a gift from my girl DJ. And this is such a beautiful palette, guys. Would you look at this palette? Would you look at those shades? Would you look at them? Would you look at them? Would you look at them? Guys, now, I know a lot of people are thinking, this is a spring palette. Why did it come out in the fall? But guys, honestly, you can do some nice fall looks with this. This deep red right here. This corally shade right here, guys. This is a fall shade, believe it or not. And I'm telling you, these golds and yellows, guys, these shades are something like multi-chromes. Guys, do you see that? That's just a bunch of dual chrome goodness. And when I say you don't have to do anything special with these shades, you don't have to do anything special with these shades. Now, because your girl Lily likes to use glitter glue, I actually use the glitter glue. But guys, let me just go ahead. I'm gonna post a pic right here so you can see, because I did not use it in the video, but yeah, I definitely used it to post a pic to the gram. And guys, I got so many compliments with that eye look. I mean, of course, all people saw was from here on up. And it made a statement. So yeah, if you were curious about this palette, it's very pigmented. It's highly blendable. I will tell you this though, guys. The mattes, yeah, they're quite powdery, guys. But then again, all the Nomad palettes that I've used, the mattes are powdery. But you can expect that when you have mattes that are quite pigmented. And these mattes are pigmented as all get out. You are not going to get any skipping with this. I think it might have took me 20 minutes, if any, to create my outlook with this palette. Yeah, this is just an effortless palette, guys. These shades blend themselves. They blend themselves. So, yeah. This is definitely a staple in my collection. I'm going to be using it quite a bit when spring rolls around. And, yeah. It's a couple of their palettes that I don't currently own. And I think I might have to go ahead and take the plunge and get them. Because Nomad's formula absolutely positively can't be beat. Okay, guys, another palette that I chose for my shop, my stash that I actually enjoy using is by Nomad. I chose the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. Guys. Now, I was a little saucy with Mother when I first got this palette, so I thought I wasn't impressed because it took me like a boatload of Sundays to get it after I purchased it. But what I will tell you guys is it was totally worth the wait. While I did record look using this palette, yeah, it was something wrong with my camera that week. I mean, it was going through a phase, so I had to scrap the footage. But the look that I had in my TJ Maxx Marshall's haul, yeah, I was using this palette. Guys, I mean, there's no need for me to gas up this palette. You already know it's the Bomb.Com. And when I say I didn't have to use many shades to achieve a Bomb.Com look, well, with Mother shades, you never ever do. So, yeah, I mean, I love this palette, guys. And while it does not have any of her specialty shades in there, it does definitely have some special shades in there. This shade is the bomb. This one is the bomb. This one is the bomb. Actually, all of them are the bomb. The only downside I would say, I mean, if it's really a downside, is there really only 3 mattes in here. So, you got this matte right here. And then you got like a purpley matte and then the pink. Okay. So, I would say if she had maybe just one more neutral in there, you know, one more brown shade, this would be a perfect palette. But yeah, I can't deny it. Upset or not, this is a great palette, guys. So yeah, no more to say here. No more to see here. This is most definitely a Mother Pat palette. Guys, can we just quickly give it up for the Becca Mills Benjamin palette? Guys, this is the perfect blue-green palette. Guys, I will not lie to you. I really didn't know what to expect when using these shadows because the palette was so affordable. I mean, I thought there was really no way to have this many shades in the palette and be only like $12 and it performed so well. But no, guys, this performs just like a high-end palette. These mattes, they blended like a dream. The shimmers, I didn't even have to wear my brush. But what I can tell you guys is if you use a glitter glue when using these shades, it takes your look from great to greater. Guys, I mean, I don't really have to sit here and gas up the palette. I do believe I did an eye look with this palette, guys, on the channel. And if I didn't, I most definitely posted one to the gram, guys. I mean, can we just give it up one more time for this color story? Look at that color story in all its splendor and glory. Bars. So yeah, guys, I have quite a few of her palettes, and using this palette just really has me looking forward to using more of them. So yeah, so if you're looking for an indie brand to support, and she's a black-owned brand, guys, if you're looking for a black-owned brand or even an indie brand to support and just affordable good makeup, I'm telling you guys, I can't recommend Becca Mills enough. I mean, for this palette at least. And you already know, blues are some of the hardest shades to make, so yeah. If she has perfected the blues and the greens, I mean, speechless. And last but certainly not least, guys, can we just give it up for the Makeup by Yolanda Archery Vault by Melissa palette? And yes, this was another gift. This was a gift from my girl KK. And yes, I know you already saw the color story, but let me show it to you one more time right quick. Guys, do you see that color story? That color story is so sticky curl. Guys, there is something in this color story for everyone. You got brights right here. You got grungy shades down here. You got neutrals over here. This would be a perfect travel palette, guys. This would be the only palette you would need to take with you on vacation. Yeah. Matter of fact, guys, I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. And I think I turned out a nice neutral eye look. So this is a versatile palette, guys. And I too believe I have a look up on Instagram using this palette. I'm almost certain that I do, guys. But yeah, I mean, you already know. I love Yolanda's formula. I mean, she's got some of the best mattes in the game. Guys, do you see the vibrance of those mattes? Guys, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Yolanda's formula cannot be denied. And guys, even her grungy shades, they plays no games. Guys, do you see the pigmentation of these mattes? There's no more to see here. No more to say here. Yet another indie, black-owned brand that's killing the game. Finally, guys, we have reached the end of my Shop My Stash updates for last month. And if you're still hanging with your girl Lily, you are most definitely a real one. And I'll see you next month. Same bad place and same bad time, yeah. Let's just hope that unlike last month, all my Shop My Stash picks for this month are bangles. So I really want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today while I share all my last month Shop My Stash updates. Yeah, I always love connecting with you guys, my peeps, every chance I get. Every chance I get. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It only gets greater later, guys. It only gets greater later. So until next time, guys, stay real, stay positive, stay up, and damn it, you better watch, fight, and pray.